And for all you rock and rollers from the 80s particularly, I have an autographed picture of Eddy Money. And it says, to Chris. Actually, no, Chris, he was in here today. He was a roadie, and he became a sound man. Eddy Money, rock and roller as he was, you can look him up, it was really, really popular. So he did sound for him, Chris did. I believe that's what it was. But he's done sound for Parliament, just recently got off the tour with Slipknot. Chris Koch is one of those guys that has been and seen it all different kinds. He worked as a roadie for David Bowie a while, and a couple other things. He was telling me, what happened between David Bowie and Stevie Ray Vaughan. So I was like, wow, he opened my eyes. I think it was that Stevie Ray Vaughan wanted to be the warm-up band and then play with David Bowie, and that kind of would have overwhelmed. It would have been a show about Stevie Ray Vaughan. Of course, David Bowie said no, so you can't go on tour with me if that's what you demand. I didn't know that. I always thought it was because David Bowie was tight with his money and always used a guy named, I think it was Earl Slick as a guitarist. But nope, it was Stevie Ray Vaughan demanding that he be in his band be the warm-up band, and then there was things I learned from Chris. Chris knows all. I should sit down and have a talk with him and record it, because it needs to be recorded, some of the wild things that he knows. And he's got one whale of a character and attitude, and I really enjoy him. I bet you guys would too. Anyway, this is in trade. There's an autographed picture of Eddy Money, and it's got all kinds of memories, as you can tell, tied to it.